Hi everybody, it's Miss Nicolien from Playtime. I am so excited to be recording this video and talking to all of you right now. I miss you all so much. I miss going to Playtime. I miss dressing up in cool costumes and building magnet tile towers and snack time. I really miss snack time. I just miss all of our favorite things that we used to play together, and I've been thinking about you a lot, and I know I've been really confused at home about why I can't go out and go to Playtime or go do any of my favorite things. And I'm sure you're confused too, about why you can't go to school or why you're stuck inside right now, not able to go and do all of the things that you want to do. And so I found this cool book that I think is really, really helpful, and it helped me understand what's going on. And so I wanted to share it with you. So I'm going to read it for you today, but what's really cool is I actually have it for you on my computer. So I am going to go ahead and make myself really small. See, I'm still here, but now you can also see the book right here. And so this book, as you can see, it's called Coronavirus, a book for children. It's written by Elizabeth Jenner, Kate Wilson, and Mia Roberts, and it's illustrated by someone named Axel Scheffler. And so they're the person who made all of these cool pictures. And so we're going to read this book together. So there's a new word you might have heard. You might hear people talking about it, or you might hear it on the news. This word is the reason that you're not going to school. It's the reason why you can't go outside very often or visit your friends. It might be the reason why the grown-up or grown-ups who look after you are at home right now. And that word is coronavirus. See this big word written in red right here? It starts with the C. Coronavirus. You can see everybody's talking about it. She's talking about it, the TV, the radio, all these different people, they're all talking about it. But this boy over here, he's saying, but what is it? And why is everyone talking about it? I'm like that kid. What is going on? Why is this the only thing we're talking about right now? So what is the coronavirus? The coronavirus is a kind of virus. That makes sense. Viruses are tiny germs that are so small that you can't see them. They are so light that they float through the air in tiny drops of water, and then they can sit on your skin without you feeling them. If some of these germs get inside of you, they can use your body to make more germs, and that can make you ill. Right, so you can see this girl, she's saying, do I have germs on me now? And then this girl over here, she's saying yes, but hardly any of them are dangerous. So there are lots of different sorts of coronaviruses, and some of them infect people. If you have been infected with one of these viruses, all you probably had was a snotty nose or a cough. But when this completely new coronavirus germ gets inside a human body, it causes an illness called COVID-19. When people talk about catching the coronavirus, they're talking about this illness. But how do you catch the coronavirus? Because this coronavirus is new, scientists don't know everything about it yet. But they think that there are two main ways that people can catch it. And you can see this scientist here, he's studying it away. So first, coronavirus germs live in people's throats and mouths. When someone who has the coronavirus coughs or sneezes or breathes out, the germs come out of their mouths in tiny drops of water. Though you can't see the germs, you can sometimes see these tiny drops. In cold weather, they make a cloud of steam. So if someone accidentally breathes in the air with the coronavirus germs in it, they would probably get the illness. So if you look at this little picture here, right, you can see it's cold. They got hats and gloves and scarves and everything. But when they breathe out, you can see their breath, right? You've probably had that happen to you before. But if one of them had coronavirus and there were coronavirus germs in this, then the other one might get sick. It's easy to get the coronavirus germs from inside your body onto your hands when you touch your nose or your mouth. If the person with the coronavirus germs on their hands uses a door, the invisible germs can live on the handle for hours. When someone else opens the door, they get the germs on their hands too. And if they touch their nose or their mouth, the germs can get into their body. So you can also catch the coronavirus by touching things that someone with the virus has already touched. Right? And so that's these pictures. He's looking over here at this doorknob thinking, I wonder if there are germs on this. And he's telling his dad, no, don't touch your face with your hands because you might have coronavirus germs on your hands. But what happens if you catch the coronavirus? Some people, particularly most children, hardly feel ill at all when they catch the coronavirus. But they still have the coronavirus germs in their body that they could give to someone else by mistake. When they get the coronavirus, lots of people get coughs and a high temperature. Some people also have a headache or aches all over their body. People are usually ill for a few days, but bodies are amazing things. When a new germ like the coronavirus gets into someone's body, their body knows that the germ shouldn't be there and starts killing it. The body has an amazing weapon against viruses called antibodies. Tiny cells in your blood make antibodies to fight each different virus invader. The antibodies catch the viruses, and the blood cells swallow them up and destroy them, and the person gets better. Right? So you can see this guy, he's sick over here, he's in bed, I feel really awful. But then over here, he's standing up, he's got his hands in the air, I'm better now. Feels great, his antibodies killed the virus. Each of us has more than 10 billion antibodies inside us. That means there are more different antibodies inside you than there are people in the whole wide world right now. That's crazy. That's such a big number. I feel a lot like this kid here who's got the I Love Antibodies t-shirt and he's saying, hooray for antibodies. I've been there. I feel good just like that kid. So why are people worried about catching the coronavirus? Nearly everyone has a body that is healthy enough to fight the coronavirus. But there are some people who find it harder because their bodies aren't as strong. They might be people who are more than 70 years old or already have other illnesses like cancer that might make their bodies weaker. They need more help to help fight the coronavirus. This means they have to go to the hospital and they might need to use a special machine called a ventilator to help them breathe. However, sometimes even this might not be enough to help them get better. And if that happens, then sadly they might die. That is really sad. And that's why these people really need to stay at home, away from anywhere they might catch the coronavirus. They won't be able to have visitors, and that might mean you won't be able to go visit some of your family for a while, but it's to help keep them safe. Right, so you can see this old lady, she's having a dance party. Let's have a quick dance party. We can have dance parties at home and still be safe and responsible. And this boy, he is having a video call with his granny. He's saying, hi granny, how are you today? Kind of like how I am recording this video for you. So is there a cure for the coronavirus? Most people get better from the coronavirus by themselves. But doctors and scientists want to help everyone do that quickly and safely. Doctors don't have a cure for the coronavirus yet because it is a new illness. Some medicines that doctors already know about might help, so they are trying them out on people who are ill. But even if they don't work, scientists are also working on making completely new medicines for the coronavirus that no one has ever had before. So you can see this picture right over here. She is saying, I hope this new medicine works. I agree with her. I hope that medicine works too. Another thing that scientists are working on is a vaccine. Maybe you've heard of vaccines. A vaccine is a special medicine that is usually injected into your body while you are healthy. Inside the medicine are weak or dead germs. The antibodies in your blood can practice killing these germs so that if you catch that virus again, they can start fighting the live virus germs faster. So it's just like letting your body practice. You probably already had some vaccines when you were a baby. So that means you won't get some illnesses. It's like this boy, he's saying, I was vaccinated when I was little, and now I can't get measles. That's something a lot of us have gotten vaccinations for. It may take many months to make a new medicine. Before you can give it to lots of people, you have to make sure that it is safe for everyone, so you have to try it out carefully on just a few people at a time. Then, when you know it works and is safe, you have to make enough for everyone who needs it. So why are some places we normally go to closed? Although lots of people will get better from the coronavirus, it's really important that people who might become very ill don't catch it. This means we need to make sure that as few people as possible get the coronavirus so that we don't pass it on to anyone who might get very ill. And if lots of people get ill and have to go to hospital at the same time, then hospitals will get too busy to look after people properly. It's so easy to get the coronavirus that we need to be very careful that we don't get too near people who don't live with us. And that's why places where lots of people are together, like schools and libraries, are closed at the moment. The government has said that people can only go outside their homes if they really, really have to. Right? So you can see this boy, he's saying, hooray, school's closed. And she's saying, school's closed, boo. I don't know which one you're feeling. I think I would maybe feel a little bit sad, actually, to not be going to school. Some people, like doctors or nurses or people who work in food shops or people who deliver things to our homes, have to go out of their homes to work. Most people can also go out of their home if they need to buy food or to exercise, but they must be very careful not to go near anyone else. If you or anyone in your family feels ill and thinks they might have the coronavirus, you can't come out of your house at all for 2 full weeks. We all have to stay at home to protect the people who will find it hard to fight the coronavirus. And so these are all the different people who are right now still going to work. Maybe your parents or someone you know is still going out to work because there are things like food or going to the doctor or packages that we need still to get delivered. So what's it like to be at home all the time? Sometimes being at home with the people you live with can be great fun. You can do things together that you wouldn't normally do when you are at school or when the grown-ups are at work. But sometimes I feel bored. Sometimes I miss my friends. Sometimes I feel angry. And sometimes I feel sad, kind of like she's sitting right here. She's feeling really sad. And these are all normal things to feel. And everyone who lives with you probably feels the same way sometimes, even if they try not to show it. So you can see that this guy right up here, he's also feeling bored. Even though he's a grown-up, grown-ups get bored too. The grown-up or grown-ups who look after you might also feel worried. Sometimes they might feel worried about work. Sometimes it might be hard to buy the things that you all need, and that might worry them too. If you are worried, talk about your worries to a grown-up who looks after you. If you are still going to school, maybe you could talk to a teacher. Or maybe you could talk to a teacher or someone else in your family on the phone or using a computer or tablet. The point is, if you're feeling sad or stressed or worried, it's okay to talk about it. It's good to talk about it. Let someone know. So what can I do to help? You are already helping a lot by staying at home. But you can also help by taking extra care to make sure you don't catch or pass on the coronavirus to anybody else. So, did you know that viruses are killed by soap? So if you wash your hands really carefully and for long enough, you won't have any coronavirus germs on your hands. You can sing a song while you wash your hands to make sure you are washing them for long enough to sing happy birthday twice. So we're going to practice real quick. I'm going to sing, even though I'm a terrible singer. And I want you to sing along with me and pretend that we're washing our hands. We're going to practice washing our hands so we learn how to get the coronavirus germs off our hands. So first, we pretend, put some soap on our hands. Now we're going to start washing and we're going to sing happy birthday. So, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. And one more time. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. And then you rinse your hands off, dry them off. We did it! We got all the coronavirus germs off of our hands. Nice job, great practice. That was awesome. I hope you sang along with me. So now if we look up here though, this boy, he's saying, but germs can come in and out of my nose and my mouth too, right? We talked about that. So if you have to wipe or blow your nose, use a tissue and put it in the bin straight away. Remember to wash your hands also, because the coronavirus lives in your snot and it can get onto your hands from the tissue. That's gross. If you have to cough or sneeze, do it into the inside corner of your elbow, not into your hands. Then you can't give the coronavirus to other people that way. So we're going to practice that one too. So on the count of 3, we're all going to practice sneezing into our elbows. So 1, 2, 3, achoo! Right? Into our elbows, not into our hands. If everyone does these things, it will make a big difference. What else can I do? Another thing you can do is to be kind to the people that you live with. Things will be different and perhaps difficult for all of you. If you live with brothers and sisters, you might sometimes find them annoying, but try not to fight with them, right? You can see these two kids, they're getting along really well. She's saying, it's your turn. If you live with grown-ups, maybe you can help them by doing what you've been asked or giving them a big old hug. If you are not at school, still do your schoolwork. It will help to keep your mind busy so you won't be bored. And then when you go back to school, you will have learned a lot. If you don't have a screen of your own, talk about how you can share screen time fairly with everyone who needs it. Remember, grown-ups who live with you might have to do work as well. If they do, you can help them by not disturbing them when they are trying to work. Then they will be more likely to have time to do fun things with you. Maybe you can make a list of all the things that you would like to do with them. And that way, when they're done working, they can do all those fun things with you. So what's going to happen next? This is a strange time for everybody, and it's happening all over the world, not just here in Washington, D.C. But if we are all careful and we all stay at home, we are doing what we can to stop the coronavirus spreading. And that gives the scientists and doctors time to work out how to cure the illness and maybe stop people getting it altogether by using medicines and vaccines. One day, quite soon, though nobody knows exactly when, you'll be able to visit people you love who don't live with you, play with your friends, go to school again, and do lots of other things that you enjoy, but that you can't do right now. And if you look over at this picture here, it says, one day, this strange time will be over. You can see in this picture, this boy, he's running out the door and they're saying, now we can play together. And that's going to be just like us at playtime. We're going to run through that door and be so excited to play with all of you. And we'll do it together. That's what this picture says. It says, we did it together. We all practice staying at home, washing our hands, doing all of those things to keep us healthy and safe and keep everyone around us healthy and safe. So maybe you can imagine yourself standing right here with all of these people saying, yes, we did it together. We're all healthy and safe. So I hope that this book was helpful and interesting and that you learned something from it, because I know I learned a lot reading this book. And now I feel like I better understand what's going on. And I can't wait to see you all again. I miss you so much. I hope you stay safe and healthy and have a little bit of fun. We'll see you soon from Playtime. Bye, everybody.